Hey Gabers, welcome back and Happy New Year. I'm Daniel.
And I'm Garet, and we're your hosts of Modern Gays. On today's episode, we are talking about what's in and what's out in 2024.
Now, initially, I thought he was talking about an In-N-Out burger because I could do me some burger and fries.
But what we're actually talking about is what we want to take with us from 2023 into the new year and what we're really happy to leave behind. I want to kick off this new season with some fresh energy because we went through a lot in 2023.
Yeah, 2023, you mean a lot for us or a lot globally?
Everything
both?
was a lot.
Everything was a lot, I feel. I feel like 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, it's all a lot.
Every year is a lot. Life is a lot. But what's nice is that we actually learned a lot. We learned a lot through the podcast. We learned a lot through life and work and family and travel. And to be honest, a lot from our listeners.
You said a lot. That's a lot.
Well, we actually had a lot of listeners, which is really cool. And a lot of you guys actually reached out to us and told us what you wanted in the new season, what we wanted to focus on a little bit more. And we have a new format. So I'm starting off this new season and this new energy and this new year already refreshed.
Are you refreshed?
Yes, because I got a massage.
You did.
And it was the best massage I've ever had in my entire life.
Yeah.
Like I was in excruciating pain during the massage, which is a good sign.
See, I love massages.
I don't want a soft, light touch.
No light touches.
And it's just like, oh, this is just a soft little caress. No, you got to get in there. You got to get that muscle. You got to rip it apart.
Yeah.
And then
it'll come back together.
You literally want to be leaving that massage table floating away.
Which you did. You came home floating, levitating.
I was levitating.
Yeah, you were levitating like Dua Lipa.
My only resolution going into next year is that I need to get a massage at least once a month.
I love that. But the thing is, every time we get a massage, we always say we need to book them in. It's like haircuts. You're like, oh, I get a haircut. I'm fresh. I should get it every 2 weeks.
I guess like it's expensive. You can't keep that up. But you need to find a good place that's cheap.
I'll give you a massage.
Well, I'd rather pay for it. Thank you.
Fine. Be my guest. What was really nice in Australia is like now it's obviously Christmas and New Year's is finished and everyone's on like our version of a summer vacation, right? So this is like what would be the equivalent to be a summer break in the US, right? In June. Everything is shut down. No one's here. It's a ghost town. Everyone's away. Yeah. Nothing is functioning.
But it's actually incredible because everyone's on holiday and people take it seriously.
Very seriously.
And it's not like the American approach to business where people are like, I'm still working through my holiday. Everyone's actually just taking a break.
Everyone's mentally checked the F out.
So it's given us enough time to think about really what we want to bring with us.
A bit more reflective.
Yeah, it made us really go introspective.
Yes.
And think, what do we want this show to be about? What do we want this
What do we want to give our
to
people?
be about? What do we want to give you guys? What do we want to
give each other?
What do we want to take with us? And all the good, all those juicy bits from what we've learned over the last 365 days.
And then what we want to get rid of. Get out.
And some of those things have been lingering for a while, for a few years now. And maybe 2024 is the year we all can do that thing that we wanted to do and leave behind that thing that we wanted to leave behind.
Yes. And you know, I'm into numerology. 2024 is an 8 year. So 2 plus 2 plus 4 is 8.
Oh.
Abundance. It's all about bringing in all the new, good energy.
Okay.
So it's a good year.
A lot of you guys are already feeling that because all I see on Threads and Instagram and that other platform that we don't talk about anymore is that everyone has a list.
Right.
Of what is in and what is out. And if you haven't seen it yet, you will by now. By the time you hear this episode, you will have seen it
everywhere. And if not, we will flood your gram.
So the idea of it being what's in is what you want to take in with you, what is in store for you. And what's out is like what you're going to kick to the curb, say bye-bye, say no more.
So we've put together our lists of what we're keeping in and out for this year, which we will share with you guys very soon. But we also wanted to just talk to you about why we should be reflective before we go into the new year. Because everyone sets resolutions, right? But there's a difference between resolutions and actually reflecting and thinking about, what was serving me this year and what's not serving me and what do I need to let go of?
Yeah.
Because everyone can be like, oh my God, I'm going to lose 5 pounds and I'm going to cut out fries. Never cutting out fries. But there's a difference between being like, okay, these things are good for me. These things are not.
Yeah.
And it's a different, right?
Yeah, and we're going to break it down. And at the end of this episode, we're actually going to give you a nice free resource that you're going to be able to use.
Free resources. Free is in 2024.
Free is in.
Free is in, girl.
So make sure you tune in to the very end of the episode where we'll give you more details. Before we get started, be sure to follow, subscribe, and review our podcast episodes, as your support helps us make a greater impact and reach more people within the LGBTQ plus community.
Okay, so enough with the kitty cat chit chat. Let's get in and out.
Let's do it.
Us gays, we just know how to do stuff.
Well, what about modern gays?
That's easy. Modern gays do everything.
What's in for 2024?
Okay, you're going to be loving this one for me. My in for 2024 is being versatile.
Versatile.
I'm versatile.
Like, you want to try different things?
Yep, I want to try different things, exactly. I want to try different foods, different spices, different positions, different areas. I want to try different things.
So all of the meanings of versatile.
Exactly.
I'm into it.
Yep.
Okay.
I think you'd like that one.
Yeah, I mean, you have not been versatile. I have to really push
Persuade
you to
me.
be yes.
Yeah, so let's review this back in December of 2024 and we'll see how that went.
Yeah.
But that's on my list.
Yeah. So actually what's in for me is self-care.
I love it.
Massages, gua sha.
Gua sha.
What is it? Gua sha?
Gua sha.
I want a face roller. I want
You want a face
mask.
rub?
I want retinol treatments.
You already do retinol treatments.
I want everything. I want it all. And I'm going to look good in 2024, girl.
I love that for you. You know what else is in for me in 2024? That's hot. Paris Hilton. Paris Hilton for me is in. I'll tell you why. Because we just watched Paris in Love for the first time towards the end of 2023. Season 2. And I really like her. I think she's raw. She's honest. She's vulnerable. She's way more dynamic than I thought she was. And I think the show really portrays Paris as this boss queen that I love.
It doesn't paint Kathy Hilton in the best light.
No, poor Kathy.
But it does show how dynamic the relationship is. And it shows how complex a lot of relationships are between parents and their kids.
Can relate.
And as you get older and you become a parent yourself, there's different ways you want to approach things. There's different ways that you look at past events in your life that may have been traumatic for you, that your parents just say like, well, I was doing the best I can. That show is actually fun. It is obviously from her point of view, I know, as Paris Hilton, right? But it is so relatable because a lot of people have gone through similar situations.
Agree. What else is on for you?
What's in for me is, and I'm obsessed.
Tell me.
I am obsessed with sparkling water that's flavored.
You are into, but you've always been obsessed with sparkling flavored water.
But like, I grew up in LA where everyone has a La Croix.
Everyone has sparkling filtered water.
It's literally like I can have like my cantaloupe, I have my strawberry, I have my watermelon, I have my grape, I have my lemon lime, I have my passion fruit.
Wow, what else you got? Blackberry, blueberry, raspberry, everything.
Yeah. But here, usually like the sparkling water flavor, whatever, is mixed with vodka. It's like it's a spritzer,
it's a
mixer situation. Yeah. I just want the clean, fresh, flavored water for 0 calories.
Okay.
0 sugar.
Okay.
I think it's just so refreshing. And it fulfills my need to have a beverage at a social event.
I love it.
I don't have to have gin. I don't have to have vodka. I love gin. I love it. But I don't need to have a drink. I can have sparkling water. And it's perfect.
I like that. You know what else is in for me in 2024? Yoga. I want to do more yoga.
Yes.
Because I meditate. I'm always into fitness. I'm active. I just want more zen.
So flexible and versatile.
Flexible, versatile, and calm, girl.
Okay.
Because I'm going to need the patience.
Patience is in 2024. Because
are you giving me an in right now?
That is a shared in because I think that patience has worn thin and we're going to need it. We're going to need it for presidential elections. We're going to need it for our
life,
fighting for our rights.
Yep.
You're going to need it all the time. Patience is in. Patience has got to be in.
Okay. I'm in for that.
Okay,
any others?
What's in? I'm always checking my emails, checking my messages, constantly on socials. I feel so disconnected, distracted, and I have so much going on. You want to see how many like red bubbles I have on my phone right now?
I don't need to see. I've seen
I have
already.
1,589 notifications in my email. I have 340 notifications for text messages.
Huh?
Text messages. Granted, those are
349
mostly
text
like
messages.
sales and
There were probably all the Boxing
Black
Day
Friday
sales.
and Christmas and holiday sales. And, oh, look, I can get 40% off my contacts. Look at
Wow.
that. Anyway, but I just need to set an hour of email power.
Email power.
Set an hour of power. No more of this constant connection. I need to be like, okay, no, from this time to this time, every day, I'm going to go through everything.
Okay.
And I'm going to respond the best I can. And if I can't get to everybody, I'll get it tomorrow.
I love that. All right. My final in, I have a lot, but my final in would be sleep. I want more sleep.
More sleep.
More sleep. I think I get probably a solid 7 or 8 hours now.
You want more than that?
Yeah. Well, I feel tired all the time.
Okay.
Maybe I need less sleep. I don't know. I'm always tired.
You need a sleep watch. You need a sleep analysis. You need to know
I
what's
need a
going
body
on.
analysis.
You need to know what's going on while you're sleeping.
Well, waking up and
You
going
got
to
an
the
app-
toilet
you
and
have
doing a
the
piss.
You have an Apple Watch. It can track all those data points. What you need to do is actually look at the data and figure that shit out. For you out there listening to our Gabers in the Gaberhood,
Yes.
what is in for you? When I think about what I want to bring into the new year, it's just focused around the things that I love, the things that brought me joy, the things that brought me a lot of happiness and fulfillment, or money. Like,
Oh, money's definitely in, girl.
yeah, money is always in.
Money is in. Lots of money.
But if it doesn't make you money, or if it doesn't make you happy,
they don't pay your bills,
then
don't
what's
pay
the
no
point?
time.
and hopefully that money and the happiness link up and you get to really live that life. I just think about those small little joys that I love to do. You know what I'm really into? People in America have no idea what this is. It's called a paddle pop. It's literally, you all right?
Yeah.
It's literally like a little popsicle, like a fudgesicle banana icicle thing that are for kids. Something as stupid as that.
That's fun.
I love, you
Yeah.
know? Or even like just meeting up and having a good conversation or a walk around the park with our friend.
And what's in is good people, good, valuable friendships.
Yeah. So I think when you're thinking about what is in for you, that's a good place to start and start writing down those things. Not even just like what playlist you want to listen to or what fashion you want. It's all of that. It's all of it combined. And I think it's a really good thing to think about going into 2024. This episode is launched on the 2nd of Jan.
Yes.
It's a good time to think about what do you want for the next whole year in front of you.
Yes.
So what about Out?
Speaking of Out magazine.
Out
Magazine has actually released an article
of what's out.
with 13 things we're absolutely not bringing into 2024. And the first thing on their list is George Santos.
Did you see the Z-Way interview?
Yes.
She is a comedian. She's incredible. I think that her intelligence and the way that she controls the conversation and has the quickest clapbacks.
She stands in her power.
But she stands in her power, but she knows how to make it entertaining. I'm like on the fence with her having him on. Like, I think it was really cool and it was really interesting having that like conversation that she had. She called him an icon and she got him to say like icon. Like I asked, like, I am a con man.
Yes.
And it was just kind of like this really funny interaction where she really burnt the shit out of him.
Absolutely.
But at the same
She
time,
grilled him. She read him.
she read him to filth.
The library was open.
But it was also ended on a point of like, okay, that was entertainment. So he was
Right.
booked for entertainment.
Of course.
And I don't want to see him anymore. He's out.
he's out.
Like,
He's
he
definitely
had
out.
his little thing. He is just, I think he's disgusting.
You know what's also out on the Out Magazine's 2024 list? Elon Musk's Twitter.
Twitter is gone.
Twitter is gone. No one can save it. It's gone.
Hopefully Threads can pick up.
What's not coming into 2024, and I love this one,
What?
is canceling LGBTQ plus shows after one season. Like, come on.
You got to give it a little bit more
You
than
have
that.
to give us more
Yeah.
chance.
Yeah.
It also probably takes viewers a longer time
To find it.
to find the show and
Yeah.
then get hooked onto it. And then by the time you get addicted and love a show, like, it's done.
It's too late. There are so many incredible LGBTQ plus shows and miniseries and movies and films. And I feel like there have been a lot lately that are really incredible. I'd like to do another whole episode on really what to watch. But I think that with that specifically, there's too many one season, one off, like little mini, like little short little snippets of gayness. And there's so much opportunity for that story to continue to be told in
Agreed.
various ways. What was it? Gorgeous?
Gorgeous?
Glamorous?
Glamorous. I love Glamorous.
was such a great show. I want a second season, a third season, a fourth season, a fifth season.
I think it's coming back.
It's coming back, but it better not get canceled.
Yeah. What's also not coming into 2024 is white high top Converse and calf socks.
calf socks and white high top
Converse sneakers. Not coming in.
I don't care about those. In or out, like you do you.
Yeah, it's booted out. You know what? I also kind of found offensive on this one. A striped Zara button-down shirt.
Only because you own 8 of them right now.
So do you, girl.
Well, I mean, just share it, I guess.
Okay, well, another one that's not coming into 2024 is complaining about Drag Race fatigue.
Yeah, get over it.
Get over it. Move on.
Pick it up on another series. Get back into it. It is a race. It is a marathon. We must all dive into the world of Drag Race, like it or not.
And another one is trying to get into Real Housewives in 2024.
I get that. I mean, we're one of the ones that got into it, and we even did like an episode about owning it.
Lisa Rinna.
Lisa Rinna.
Well, we got into it.
But I acknowledge that not everybody
got into it
wants
very
to
deep.
get into it. And you know what? If you can save yourself, save yourself.
Yeah, save yourself the time.
Watch something a little bit more intelligent and interesting.
Agree. So anyway, those were some of the outs suggestions of out in 2024.
Okay.
Yeah. General out is caring about typos.
Yes, because
like, out the window.
I actually,
even bad English.
Apple thought we cared so much that we wanted to edit our messages, but it's just too much work to actually edit it. I'd rather just send the typo and you figure it out.
Correct.
You know what I mean? If you know me, if you really know me, you'll know what I said. You'll know what I meant.
You know what's also in? I think I love emojis. Emojis
never go away.
Yeah.
Emojis, this moment they were invented, they're just pure happiness, pure joy. No, emojis are here forever.
Yeah. Another one of my outs this year in 2024 is brown rice.
You have consumed too much. That's why.
I'm over the brown rice and tuna vibe, fad,
brown rice,
diet,
sushi,
whatever it is. I'm over brown rice.
Brown rice with that.
Yeah, I want a bit more nutritious.
Well, don't they say that white rice doesn't take brown rice and white rice isn't that different? We did an episode about this, but do you think girl dinner's out? And gay dinner?
I think girl dinner, gay dinner, never gone. Antipastel platter, a charcuterie board, as you call it in the US of A.
Maybe just stop calling it things and just eat it because it's food.
Yeah. I mean, how do you not love some salami, some cheese, a
little bit
cracker,
of this, a little bit of that,
some olives? It's the best.
It's a nosh.
How can it ever go out? If it goes out, you need to do better.
Okay, fine.
And I'm not coming to your party.
You know what's out? Naming our food specifically around who should be eating it because food is for everyone.
Correct.
There you go.
Yep.
You know what's out for me?
Tell me.
Don't yuck my yum.
Yuck my yum. What's
Stop
that?
yucking my yums, girl.
You want to lick your yum?
Don't yuck my yum. Don't yuck my yum.
What does that mean?
Do not say something is disgusting that I love.
Right. So don't shame on your interests.
Right. So when people say they love something,
don't hate on it.
When you go, ew, that's rude.
Yeah, road.
Rude.
Bon Quickie, don't interrupt, road. Bro. You know when she was taking people's order? Can I get a number 2 with a Coke? Road.
When I was a young kid, I actually remember very, very clearly that I was out at a dinner with my grandma and she was having a lobster. And I looked at the lobster and I was like, that is disgusting.
Yeah.
The face that my grandmother gave me basically was like, you never speak
say
to
that
me
again.
like that again, child. And she got so angry with me and I didn't understand it. And I just thought she was overreacting. But especially when it comes down to food, people are, food is food. People enjoy what they enjoy.
Yeah.
And to say something is disgusting or to say something is I don't like that after someone literally just said that they love it.
Right. You're hating on someone's interest.
No more haters. No more haters.
No more haters.
No more haters.
You know what's also, speaking of food and going out and vibes, what's out for me is only alcohol-centric hangouts.
Yes.
I don't want to just go for drinks. I don't want to always go for a wine. Let's go for a walk. Let's grab an acai bowl. Let's grab a smoothie. Let's grab, I don't know, noodles. Let's do other things, especially work-related. I hate, come in the office and we'll go for Friday drinks at 5 p.m. No, I don't want to have a beer with the boys. it's not my vibe.
Right.
Out, alcohol, catch-ups.
I love a refreshment. I love an Aperol Spritz. I love a gin and tonic. But I don't, I guess.
Not all the time.
Not every single catch-up has to be centered around alcohol.
Correct. And then the follow-up for me is being in and home by 9 or 10 p.m. in bed.
Thanks. Okay, but wait, this is where my sparkling water comes back.
I know.
Because you can go out and you can be like, hey, can I get a sparkling water with raspberry? Thank you. So before we wrap up the ins and outs of 2024.
I really thought you were meaning In-N-Out Burger when we first spoke about In-N-Out. I was so excited.
I'm going to say In-N-Out is always in. I don't care if you're a Shake Shack or a Five Guys person. In-N-Out is always in.
Always in.
In-N-Out is never out. It's always in.
Yeah.
But what is out is anything that either maybe like
Toxic.
it was toxic or negative, but it doesn't have to be bad.
Not bad, yeah.
It could actually just be something that you're over, that maybe you like overdone.
Yeah.
You know,
it was a fad.
Yeah, we overdid.
What do we ever do? We do a lot of things.
I've overdone doom scrolling or like scrolling on my phone. Yes. I'm always going to be scrolling because this is the future. This is how we communicate.
It's technology.
It's what we learn and connect with others. But I do think that I'm over that. That's out. Doom scrolling is gone. Maybe like late night scrolling right before bed. That's also out. So we have actually created a resource for you guys to use to create your own ins and outs. And we're going to get into a little bit more details after this. But first, we're going to get into a new segment that we've created called...
Oh my God, wait, before we tell them what it's called.
What?
Guys, this is so much fun. And the inspiration for the name, really quick in 30 seconds, is Garet and I went and got a massage recently for his 40th. And we did a couples massage, which we've never gotten, but it was our first experience. Anyway, the ladies that were massaging us were really lovely. And they were whispering to us, like throughout the massage, like, turn over, roll on your back. So that inspired us to name our new segment in 2024, season 2 of Modern Gaze, called Only Whispers.
So what is
Only Whispers? It is a platform for our listeners to ask us their most deepest, darkest, horniest,
burning,
most provocative questions that maybe they don't feel comfortable sharing with their best friends or someone that they love or someone that they know. They can just come to us anonymously. It's kind of like a Reddit.
Yeah, and we're always about building that vibrant life and allowing yourself to be the most authentic version you can be.
Correct.
And we have a lot of questions that we sometimes are too intimidated or too shy, too embarrassed to ask.
Right.
Well, you can ask us.
Ask us anything.
And we'll pick random questions to answer every week and share some tips and thoughts on how we think we can help you. Throughout the first season of Modern Gaze, you have already asked us lots of questions. So the first question is...
Okay, shoot.
Avery in Melbourne asks, I'm dating 2 people who don't know about each other.
Ooh.
Oh, scandalous. It started as fun, but now I have feelings for both. Do I come clean or choose one?
Don't come clean. It's dating.
Don't come clean.
Don't come clean.
You're dating 2 people.
It's dating.
I think you need to make a choice.
Right.
Make a choice.
Avery needs to take some time away, reflect for a couple of days, feel their feelings, see where their heart lies, see where their head lies.
Well, Avery said that they have feelings for both of them.
I know, but you have to be a bit
Maybe
more
one's
drawn
a bit.
to the other, right?
Right.
Otherwise, go to them and ask if you want to be in a throuple.
Oh,
I mean, are you into both of them?
maybe thruples are in.
Ask them, are they into open relationships? Are they monogamous?
But
like,
maybe
what's their
Avery
relationships
doesn't want
experts?
that. Avery doesn't want a open relationship, perhaps.
But Avery likes both.
So, Avery, what you need to do, and what anyone else needs to do in this scenario, in my opinion, is stop dating 2 people. Number 1. That's what I actually really hated about dating, was I always felt people were leaving their options open.
Fine. You have to explore.
It depends on how far you're in the dating cycle, right? If you just met them and you went on a couple dates,
yeah, only
fine.
a couple dates. That's
but I
right.
mean, if you're 3 or 4 months in, I mean,
that's a long time.
They said that they have feelings for this person,
right?
Or 2 people.
You could get feelings on the first date.
Yeah, but that's more of like a lust, right? You need to stop and you need to just relax and reflect and write out the cons and the pros for each one.
Who's good in the bedroom? Who's a good kisser? Who pays for the bills?
Yeah, compare the 2, but you do have to make a decision. And you know what? I think what the issue is that it's a fear of a risk. Like it's that fear that you're
which one are you going to make?
What kind of life do you have with one or the other? At the end of the day, your life is yours to live. Your experience is yours. And you'll be fine either way. You're going to live the life that you're meant to.
You're always going to end up where you're meant to end up.
Yeah. And if you don't even subscribe to that, like you have to fully dive in and give something your all, no matter if it's something that it's a hobby or if it's your job or if it's your relationship. Like you need to give it your all.
Okay.
And you can't give your all to 2 people.
Correct.
So easily.
So the final advice that we're going to give to Avery is take a risk and go with the person you would least go with.
Like who sparks your energy, who gives you that sense of
life,
passion and joy and like rich experiences, like
who makes you want to live on the edge. Okay, next question.
Okay.
Good luck, Avery.
Good luck, Avery. All right, so We have Dakota from New Orleans.
Dakota Schiffer.
Dakota says, I found out my significant other has an OnlyFans they did not tell me about. Should I be upset? Or is this just modern entrepreneurship?
I have a couple.
Everybody's got to hustle. You know, they got to make that side
you gotta
cash.
make that money. I mean,
Life's
Dakota,
expensive today.
girl, I don't know your partner, but if they're making more money, girl, and you're living a nice life, then let them keep doing it. I mean, join them.
I mean, Dakota, if your partner is doing OnlyFans and hasn't told you,
how does she find out?
That's kind of bullshit. Like, I think that's bullshit. Like, actually,
how long have they been together?
This is what we don't know, and this is what I think helps make the decision. A, is it an old OnlyFans? Did they run OnlyFans for a while and did they just not tell you about it?
B, are you buying a lot of Louis Vuitton and bags, girl?
What does that have to do with what?
You got to pay for the bills.
Oh, God. Like, I think with OnlyFans, there's nothing shameful about it. I think that a lot of people have one now. And
it's
I
very
also
modern.
think that people are more expressive with their sexuality and more exploratory and also less shameful about sex in general.
Correct.
However, but you're in a relationship, you need to be honest with one another.
Well,
and you need to have
a chat. She needs to have a chat. And
a lot of people have OnlyFans in their past where they have some sexual experience in their past where they were a stripper or they were a go-go boy or they were whatever.
Correct.
It doesn't matter. What are they doing now?
What matters is Dakota needs to have a chat, set the boundaries, set her communication with what she feels comfortable with them doing and what makes her feel uncomfortable and make sure that no boundaries are crossed either side.
I think no matter what, if you're hiding something like that,
don't hide it. Yes.
It's not cool. But at the same time, you should feel comfortable
and
going to your partner
enough
to talk about like, what is this? What's going on? Give them a chance to explain themselves and see where you go from there.
That's right.
You know, maybe you join the OnlyFans. Maybe you do it together.
Maybe make a guest appearance, double the money, girl.
I mean, some people make like a few $1,000s a week on that thing.
Get it.
But it's not for everybody. It's not for a lot of people.
No.
So I think that number one, it is not just a social entrepreneurship. It's not just a side hustle. It's something very intimate and very specific.
It's very public.
It's sex work and there's nothing shameful about it, but you have to be honest with your partner, with someone who you're sharing a life with.
That's right.
And you have to be on the same page.
Yeah.
So
have the conversation.
Have the conversation.
Yeah.
And whatever decision you make, it's the right one because you have to follow your gut.
Erin in San Francisco asks, my partner and I are considering an open relationship, but we have no idea where to start. Any tips for keeping things spicy without getting burnt? Oh, well, girl, when you put a spice on it, it's going to get hot.
It's going to get spicy.
It's going to get spicy.
Well, we're not in an open relationship, so we can't speak from our own experience. However, I think that in the conversations that we've had with Love Daddy Trev and a few other dating experts that we have coming on the show, you really have to have a lot of trust, a lot of goal and like boundary setting. You need to have a lot of open communication, and you have to set some very clear expectations and check in with one another throughout the entire experience. I know that we have seen a lot more throuples out and about
absolutely
in the world, and there is this idea of sharing your life with more than one person in an open relationship or in a throuple, like long-term relationship. But I think maybe having someone to talk to or having someone to support you in it would be a good place to start, especially if it's fresh. Anything that's fresh and very dynamically shifted from what you would normally do. I think you do need to have another perspective. Maybe if it's a therapist or it's someone who has been through an open relationship.
Well, I think it's about understanding like why are they both wanting to open their relationship, right? So if they can both come to a mutual agreement with why they're wanting to spice things up, maybe they just have a one-off, one-night stand with another person and test the vibe first and see how they feel after that, rather than diving into a full-on blown relationship.
Right. You can just have a threesome. Have a threesome, explore it a little bit.
Maybe
see
they
if it's
have
for you.
I don't know. But yeah, maybe start spice it up a bit and then go to the full hot tamale train.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Baby steps. Identify the reasoning and communication.
Yeah.
I think that's good. Cameron in Amsterdam.
Oh, hello, Amsterdam.
Hello. I discovered my neighbor is into voyeurism and might have seen me and my partner. Oh, scandalous. It's awkward, but also kind of thrilling. Do we address it or pretend it never happened?
It's a bit of a voyeuristic sense of thrill that you don't really have to, I guess, put that much energy to. You can just leave the window open and they can watch you.
It's just like nonchalant. Like leave it up to the other person. If they want to watch, they want to watch. If they feel comfortable with being voyeured. I don't know if that's a word. I made it up.
I don't know.
If they are, well then, and they find it thrilling, then no need to address it. I mean, address it if you want them to join.
No, but it's Cameron, right? How do you feel about it, Cameron? Like, how do you feel about allowing someone to see you in an intimate position?
Well, I think Cameron enjoys it.
Maybe there's a little bit of a spark of something thrilling for even to be asking that
Cameron's
question.
a risk taker. He likes a risk.
Cameron, just enjoy it. Open the shades up and let him watch.
Yeah, go for it.
Sell some tickets.
I mean, you may as well do it on OnlyFans, Cameron, because you can make some more money, girl.
Well, open an OnlyFans and join
Don't worry about the neighbor. Yeah, seriously.
So that brings us to the end of Only Whispers. And make sure you guys send us your burning hot questions every week because we will be choosing lots of them to share with our audience here on Modern Gaze.
So before we wrap up today's episode, we wanted to share with you how you can get access to your ins and outs guide that we have created especially for you.
Yes. So what we did is we created a quick little how-to guide on how to help you think about what are your ins and what are your outs. What are you going to leave behind in 2023 and what are you going to bring into 2024 for the future ahead of you? And this small little graphic downloadable,
It's like a cute card
is an awesome tool that you can use to help define that. And you can post it, share it on Instagram, on Threads, on X, or wherever you want to put your manifestation into the world.
Print it and put it somewhere in your home, bedroom, kitchen, bathroom,
Bedside.
mirrors, somewhere. So you're constantly reminded of your ins and outs for 2024 and you will take no BS this year.
Correct. So you'll be able to find that on our website and on our link tree on Instagram or wherever you connect with us. So until next week, keep building the vibrant life you want by being your most authentic self.